everyone and welcome back to my channel. So we're going to be talking party bags today. So if you want to see what I'm putting in the party bags for Stan's 5th birthday party, then keep watching. So welcome back everyone, I hope you're all doing okay. How is my youngest little guy, 5, this weekend? That's bonkers. Yeah, this is really exciting actually, because this is actually Stan's first official proper big birthday party. So within our family, what we will tend to do is that we'll go on like little day trips when the kids are younger for their birthdays, or like have like little family get-togethers or get-togethers with close friends. And then once they start school, we will do the big class parties. Can really recommend it because budget-wise it helps a lot in those early years, and obviously those friends that they meet when they're in school are usually the friends that are going to see them through the next like 6+ years. So yeah, he's really excited. We're just doing something really simple and going to a local soft play. We've invited the whole class. I think there might be just under 30, and I think altogether we've got like 21. Just because, you know, when people have club commitments or like different plans going on, so it's not like huge because I have done class parties before when Bill was younger where we've literally had everyone be able to come, and then you've got like, you're looking at like 30 kids, which is crazy. But obviously then when you're looking at party bags for a larger number of children, you start to worry about budget and cost. So before I get into this is going to be a very traditional party bag that you might have seen when you were growing up, when like I was growing up, that kind of thing. Other alternatives that I have done in the past are books, so going to places like the Works and things like that, but depending on what deals that are on, depends on how much of a bargain you can get in that respect. Also a tough one with books is gauging like the interest of a child, and also like whether they're into books, because even though books are great, it's whether or not they're into reading. Some children like Daisy are obsessed with books, whereas Bill is not as much of a reader in like a fictional sense. He prefers fact, so it can be quite tricky to gauge, and sometimes you can do like repeats of books that people already have. Another thing that I've done are sweet cones, which are a fab idea for older kids. So for Bill's birthday parties now, I will usually do like because he'll have a smaller one with close friends. If I do a sweet cone, I will try and source like cool sweets that they like American sweets, that kind of thing, because that floats their boat. They're not really interested in things like you know, like little toys and things like that. So those are two other options that you can go down. But the reason why I've not done sweet cones this time is because I'm dealing with a group of 4 and 5-year-olds, and you know, I don't know what their parents' preferences are at that young age, and I don't want to send them home with loads of sweets, to be honest. So we've gone down the traditional route, and yeah, it's tricky because it's really expensive. And then obviously with these sorts of things, you've got to be mindful of like the kind of things you buy in, like, is it safe? Is it going to break easily? This, that and the other. But I did find some little bits on Amazon that I was actually really pleased with. So I'm just going to show you what I've got. Obviously everyone does things differently, but let's get into this. So in the interest of budget, I kind of set aside like £50 or so to cover this, which is still like a lot of money, but when you divide it out, it's about £2.30 something per child. But I still wanted to make sure that they were worthwhile, because ultimately these party bags, while parents may not love them, the kids get so excited for them, and it's nice to send children home with a thank you for coming, like little treat, isn't it? So I included like the party bags in that, like a few bits of sweets and little toys. So first off, I found these bags on Amazon. I was actually really pleased with these when they arrived. So they're all different rainbow colours, which I think makes it like really fun. Super cute. Look at them, they're so lovely. And what I really liked is not only the paper, so we're avoiding plastic where and when we can, just drop something, but they also came with these little ties, like little tags, so you could put people's individual names on, which I thought would actually be really sweet. So I think altogether I've got 20, but Stan will be number 21, so I don't necessarily like make a party bag for him because it's like he gets the presents, if you know what I mean. But I will put aside a few little things for him so he doesn't feel like jealous in any way. But they come in an array of beautiful colours, all really pretty, and I love that the tags came with them as well, because we actually have a child who's a vegetarian, and I want to make sure that she gets the right bag for her. So that's always a good shout as well. Like, I'm sure you know anyway, but when you're doing the plans and stuff like that, dietary requirements are always a great one to check, not least for the food, but obviously things like this as well, because you want to gauge like what can you send home that's appropriate, so like cake and things like that. So I got those, and then while we're talking about dietary requirements, I wanted to make sure that I had sweets that were appropriate, and also a brand that kids know a lot at that age, like 4 and 5, which is Haribo. So this pack was from B&M. There's 22 in here, which is perfect. And what I also looked for with these is that they do have a vegetarian option, which are the giant straws. So you'll see here there's labelling and stuff that's always worth checking out. So I'm going to make sure she has one of those in her bag, so that properly accommodates her. But these were under £2 for 22 bags, so it's just spot on the money, really. A nice little variation and a nice portion as well, especially for that age group. And then the next thing along those lines are some dairy milk buttons, because I just feel like, again, these are a real known treat. They're one of the first things that we might like let our children try when it comes to chocolate and stuff, so I know a lot of parents will recognise these and be happy with these. And I had to get 5 packs of these because there were 5 in a bag, and compared to the Haribo, these were well more expensive. These were like, I think about £1 each. I had to spend £5 of my budget on chocolate buttons, but it is what it is. I couldn't find anything bigger or like cheaper, so I got those, and those are going to be the sweet elements. One thing that I've really avoided is anything like super chewy or like choking hazardy, like lollipops and stuff, because I know that different parents have different rules about what they give the kids. So that is all of the sweet stuff. And then also, quick tip that I've learned along the way, obviously birthday cake is a key thing, like singing happy birthday at the end of like when they've had like party food and stuff. But I've found over the years that dishing that out, especially in a different environment, say you're in like a village hall or a soft play and stuff, you don't always have a knife to hand, and then you're trying to dish it out and get it in loads of little napkins while all the kids are screaming everywhere. You want to like be there and be present with your own child whose birthday it is, and then also like parents who are probably getting ready to go and you're like rushing. It's just not worth it. What we have done is bought a birthday cake, which we're going to take, and we're going to sing happy birthday and blow the candle out, and then we're going to put it back in the box to enjoy on his actual birthday, which is this Sunday, and the party's the Saturday. And then what I've actually done is order some individual cupcakes from Tesco, and that's just going to be so much easier. You know, like you give the child a party bag and you let them grab a cupcake. Not only is it like generally a little bit more hygienic, but they can pick the one that they want, and then it's enclosed and they've got it and it's done, which is just going to be a lot less stressful. So that's what we've decided to do this time around, because I've done it before in the past, and honestly I've spent about 5 or 10 minutes cutting this cake up and trying to work out how many cuts I need to do for the amount of kids, and the stress levels are like, it's not worth it. And actually the cakes that I've bought, the cupcakes, I think I've got 18 of them, and then I bought a smaller set as well, but I swear altogether I spent like £8 on the cakes, which is actually cheaper than what I would have spent on a birthday cake anyway. And traditionally we would get a birthday cake for the party and a birthday cake for the birthday itself, because that's what you do, isn't it? So I can really recommend doing that, because it'll save yourself a lot of hassle. Another thing that I have for the party bags that I just forgot to show you are these sloth stickers. It just says thank you for coming to my party, which I'm just going to put on the bags just as like an additional thank you, because it can be quite chaotic when everybody leaves. These are really cheap from Amazon, and obviously my boy loves sloths, so that's why I got that. And then now on to the little things that I'm putting inside. So these were brilliant in my opinion. They'd be great for like party bags obviously, but also like little lucky dips or pass the parcels, that kind of thing, if you're doing a kids party in the future. I paid about £12.70 something. That was the price at the time on Amazon, but it's always worth checking because I know that prices fluctuate a lot on there. But in this box, you have a variation of things, and I got 2 boxfuls, so that cost me about £25 altogether. So included, and what I liked was that all of the gifts were better quality ones, like, because some of these things that you can buy for party bag fillers, I understand that like for the most part all parents will get that they're like a little bit of tat, but kids love tat, and we're just gonna have to go, if it gives them joy then it's worthwhile. But it comes with bounty balls, a variation of different ones. So you've got like sparkly ones, football ones, this little hexagonal one with glitter in, swirly whirly ones. There's so many. So you've got all of those. Then these things, these squishies, my kids are obsessed with them. These are sold a lot at school discos at our school, so that's where they first got the obsession from. They're like little squishy figurines. They're super squishy. There's like polar bears, dinosaurs, seals, what's this one, a little cat that's asleep, reindeer, let's focus there. So we've got one of those each as well. Every child's favourite, a slap band. So in here, I'll get them out for you. My children love these, and they've got them from parties that they've been to previously and they still wear them all the time. But we have unicorn ones, different colours. Really, I would go for the purple myself, I think. Nice little pink one there, orange, and then there's dinosaur ones as well. And they're so cool. And I'm sure you know what a slap band is like, but if you've never seen one before, they're so fun. I'm always getting slapped with one of these when they come back from parties, and Stan loves them, so I wanted to include things that I knew that he would enjoy. Then we have slinkies, which again, these are fun. If you have never had a slinky and like tried to roll it off the stairs or something like that, like I feel like that was part of having like a 90s childhood for me. But there's like loads of these, and they've got little smiley faces on, and they're all different colours. Like the rainbow ones are really cute, so I got those. And then I don't know about in like what it's like in your school, but the kids in our school, my children included, are obsessed with putting like key rings and stuff on their bags. Let me open these one sec. But there are unicorns and dinosaurs, and again we have loads of them, and I feel like as things go, that's actually a really cute little addition because they can put them on their bags and hopefully be reminded of Stan's party. So I was really happy with that box. For £12, I swear it was 74 or something like that. I will tot everything up on screen and let you know how much it cost. I just thought like that was brilliant. So I've got 2 boxes of those to make sure it spread evenly throughout everybody. And then the final thing that I got were some bubbles, because you can never ever ever go wrong with bubbles. Children, you know, they always say just add water, and it'll cheer them up if they're having a bad day. Like stick them in the bath or go and dance in the rain and they'll cheer up, and it's true. But little tiny bubbles, again, just really good value. I think this is about £6-7 for this huge tub, and actually in here I'm sure there's about 40 or 50, so I will have some spare that I can use for, say, Daisy's birthday party. And I was just really happy with that. So I think altogether that was just under £50, which is great, I think, for like 21 kids. And I just need to put them all together now, but I hope that helps. Another thing that I will do is, as parties, as they get older, I don't know if you find that, you tend to start off with a class party because you don't know anyone yet, and you want to put feelers out and like get that community class vibe. But I've noticed, at least in our school anyway, as the children get older, they'll find like their individual friendship groups, and you'll do smaller parties. So when the parties numbers are smaller, I will up the budget of the party bags accordingly. So maybe they'll get like a little like collectible toy rather than, you know, do you know what I mean? And that's also really nice because, like, say for Daisy, for example, I know her and her friends are all into like, you know, like nail varnish and nail stickers and hair accessories. So it's like quite nice to get them things that are very personalised. Really excited for this party. It's really nice to be doing stuff like this with Stan, and he's really excited. But I hope you found that useful. I will try and link everything down below for you, and I'll also actually link a little website. I mentioned this on my stories when I did them, but there's a website now where you can tailor digital invitations and save the image with like all the information on your child's name. You can pick a different design. So obviously we had a sloth one, and you can send out to your kids like WhatsApp group for their class. I'm assuming like a lot of parents will be a member of like the class WhatsApp group. I know that's how it works for our school. I think like the PTA sets it up or something like that, which is just so helpful in getting to know people and like searching for lost cardigans or jumpers or this, that and the other. But I sent it out that way, and again that cut cost down loads because people could reply right away, and there was no need to buy like invites and write them all out. So it was a really good idea, and it didn't cost me any money. You can pay to remove like the brand stamp of where you made it, but like I left it on because I thought it would give a tip off to other parents that needed to make them too. So you can Google loads anyway, but I will leave that link down below as well. And yeah, I hope you found that useful, and fingers crossed this party goes well. Thank you so much for watching.